Well, there are so many things happening and so many things I want to get to, but let's start with where the markets are today, where they've been over the last couple of months. A lot more volatility is built in. Market's been down. AT&T was down about 2% today. What do you think is really moving these markets? Is this a situation where there's an economic downturn on the horizon? Is this a situation where people are just much more worried about trade? Or is this just a fear factor at this point?
I'm not a markets expert. We had this conversation earlier in the BRT today that feels like we're almost talking ourselves into a downturn, because all of the CEOs that are around here, we all talk and we say things feel pretty good in the U.S. Yeah, there are some markets outside the U.S. that are feeling some difficulty, but the U.S. feels good. The consumer seems healthy. The consumer's spending during the holiday season. Businesses are investing, but a lot of people, myself included, say, oh, we see clouds on the horizon, and those clouds are derivatives of trade discussions. And now every time somebody says a yield curve inverted for a day, it feels like we're headed towards a recession. So I don't know. I feel like we're trying to talk ourselves into this, but right now, from our standpoint, the U.S. economy feels pretty good.
Based on what you see versus the concern you hear in certain places or just the worries that we're looking at, is it enough of a worry that CEOs like yourself are changing their capital expenditure plans for next year?
No. Demand is running really good for us, and our customers, our business customers, they're investing. Like I said, the consumer's spending. So we gave guidance last week that we're going to invest at a level comparable to this year, about $23 billion next year. So we're going to continue investing.
When you look around, are you spending those things on? 5G is something we've talked about a lot. Is that where the bulk of that investment is going?
So it's broad. We've been deploying fiber optics extensively around the United States for the last 3 or 4 years, and we're going to finish off that project this year. We built 14 million homes with fiber, so that's capital intensive. Obviously, our wireless network volumes are just running hot on the wireless network, so you feed the capacity for that. FirstNet, we won an award from the government a couple of years ago to build the first responder network nationwide. It's a big deal, and we're investing aggressively to build that network across the United States. And then you mentioned the big one, 5G. We're investing very aggressively in 5G. I'm happy to say the United States is leading the charge. Verizon's going hard, and we and Verizon are having our typical contest, who's getting there first, which I think is good for America, good for the industry. So 5G is requiring a lot of capital as well.
I saw an article earlier this morning that said, these ideas that you're going to need a 5G phone for next year are overstated. Are they or are they not? Would I need a 5G phone next year?
No, there's probably not going to be broad enough deployment of networks that somebody would find a 5G phone, generally useful. I think as we exit 2019 and we turn more and more markets up on a mobile 5G platform, people are going to want a 5G phone. I think it's into 2019, and particularly if you are in a market where we have turned the service up, you will want that. I think you're going to see businesses, more than anything in the early stages, clamoring for 5G capabilities. And what I mean by that is businesses, we go in, and if you're a business, you deploy Wi-Fi networks in your business. In a world of 5G, that probably goes away, because 5G just becomes the basis by which you network your companies, your plant floor, your manufacturing floor, and so forth.